Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here with a tropical update. So today we're going to be looking into three tropical things. Erica Flossie, if that's how you say it, I'm not even sure. And we're going to be looking into and invest in the Atlantic Ocean right now by the Caribbean, and that's could potentially form into something. But first of all, let me just start by saying please subscribe to the channel so we can try and get some more subscribers. So maybe next year for severe storm season, I can get Radar Scope Pro 2, maybe even GR2 and Analyst. But I'm not doing that unless I have at least 1,000 subscribers. I don't look at that stuff on my own time really on my computer. Like I use it on my phone, if I do pay for that stuff, I'm doing it because for my YouTube channel. But if I don't have at least 1,000 subscribers, then I am not gonna be paying for that. I mean, that's not. But I would probably do that till February, when the first severe weather outbreak comes, or not severe weather outbreak, first really good severe weather, maybe like an enhanced or moderate risk. But right now I have the satellite pulled up. We are looking at two tropical storms right now. We have Erick, which is right here. This is as zoomed in as I can get it, and this is Flossie back here. Erick is stronger, and Flossie is weaker. But we can see just two tropical storms right now in the Pacific Ocean. I just circled them again, but you can see again. The first one is Erick, and Hawaii is right here. And this Erick is moving this way. But then Flossie is kind of moving this way, or Flossie. I don't even know how you say it. So when I say Flossie, I mean whatever this is called. I don't know how you say it. But let's go to here. This is an up close video or picture of Erick, right here. This is the latest satellite, but we can see a lot of pretty strong outer bands, and you can see the circulation right here. I'm gonna play this real quick. Let me get this going. All right, so yeah, it's going to be dark. That's just because the sun's coming up, and then we can see how it is rotating around here. Wait a second, this is not working too good. Okay, there. Yeah, so we can see pretty good rotation, and not a really distinct eye right now. The center of the low-pressure system is about probably what I'd say right here. But just by looking at the satellite, I'd say it's probably maybe right here. So get rid of this now. Now we're going to go take a look at the cone by the National Hurricane Center. So the cone, let's turn on forecast track line. Now the cone is taking it. This is forecasted to become a hurricane probably by the next advisory. This is Erick, of course, but it's forecast to be a hurricane probably by the next advisory 10, which would happen at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 4 Central. And 3 Mountain and 2 Pacific, but we can see forecast to be a hurricane, and it could even be a major hurricane for a brief moment, real early Wednesday morning at 2 a.m., and then it's going to die off not die off, but it's going to go back down to a hurricane strength probably Wednesday afternoon, and then it'll die down to a tropical storm. Maybe Saturday or Thursday at about midnight into Friday, very, very early Friday morning. And then it's forecasted to go right to the south of Hawaii. But this is not the cone of impacts. Hawaii will definitely be seeing impacts, especially the Big Island. We'll have to see about the wind threat. If they do get wind, it'll likely be Friday and Saturday, maybe even Thursday. But this is definitely going to be creating a very choppy seas with tropical storm force winds. Could be not that big. Could potentially maybe be this big, and that's going to be creating definitely some waves possibly for Hawaii. And when this thing comes closer, it's definitely going to bring some waves. We'll have to go when we get closer to the event, then I would be starting to introduce storm surge forecasts. But let's get rid of this again. That is the cone. Right now, it's tropical storm force wind field's not too large. It's right there, especially on the east and the eastern side of the storm. But let's take a look at wind speed probabilities real quick, because this is kind of cool. So this area of wind speed right here, this little area right here, that is not from Erick. That is from Flossie. And you can see this is for the next 120 hours. And Hawaii this is confidence over here. They're likely going to experience tropical storm force winds right now, but because of confidence, it's not like purple or red. But Eric, because this is in the next 120 hours, Flossie, I'm sorry, is not going to even really put wind speeds over here. Now we'll time it out in a few minutes, but you can see that's the center of Eric right now. And you can see our big purple area. You can also look at like hurricane stuff. Well, we're not going to do that today. Now intensity guidance. We looked at this yesterday. Almost all of the models are taking this thing up to Category 1 strength. A lot are taking up to Cat 2, and even a few, or actually a good amount, I think 5 of the models are taking it up to a Category 3 strength, which would be a major hurricane. So this thing could potentially even be a major hurricane. I'd say about a 25% chance right now, maybe 25 to 35. That's what I'd say percentage wise. One of the models doesn't even take this thing to being a hurricane. Actually, a few do. So this one thinks it's gonna die. I don't think that's right. But now this is a close up of Flossie right here. You can see how it's different. Eric is a little bit more what's the word? Organized. That's the word. But you can see this is Flossie. You can see the outer bands, outer clouds. The center of the storm is probably right here. You can see outer bands, more outer bands, and a lot of clouds of Flossie too. Then again, but still, I'm not pronouncing it right probably. But we can see this is a pretty big storm right now. Let's take a look at the cone. So you can see this is Flossie is expected to be a hurricane by probably real early tomorrow morning, about maybe 2 a.m. This is all in Hawaii time. This is advisory 5. You can see the tropical storm force winds are kind of in the same area, in the same amount of. You're experiencing tropical storm winds at the surface in about the same amount of I forgot the word, in the same area as. Not the same area, in about the same amount of, let's just say, okay, you know what I mean. It's about the same size tropical storm force wind swath there. But we have, this thing has 50 mile per hour winds, while Eric over here has, let's see. Cool, but that's not going to be helpful. Of course, it's not going good. Okay, 70, so that's that. But you can see, forecast to be a hurricane until probably Thursday. Not Thursday. This thing's going to be forecast to be a hurricane until, as long as this thing goes, through Saturday at least. So this is going to be a long hurricane. This thing could be a hurricane for a week. Guidance, because of confidence, this thing is not forecast to be as strong, but some of the models are saying this thing is going to be stronger than Eric. We'll have to keep an eye on that, but it's already a tropical storm, of course. A lot of the models take it up to being Category 1. A few take it up to, or some take it up to Category 2, and a few take it up to Category 3 strength. But, of course, the UK X2 model did the same with Eric. It just put it straight down. So, I don't know why it's doing that. Now we're going to go take a look at the GFS models. Or first, we're going to take a look at the GFS, the Icon, which is not really a hurricane model, but I just like showing it. And then we're going to be taking a look at which is a hurricane model, the HWRF model. Let me get rid of this. As we get closer to the event, I'm probably going to do like a forecast for Hawaii in specific, not just like the storms, but a forecast for like Hawaii with using the NAM 3KM model probably. And some of the other models, maybe like HRR when the event's happening and that kind of stuff. But you can see, so as we see, like right at the end, we're going to look at Eric in a second, but it's at 9:78. This is Tuesday morning, early tomorrow morning. But by early tomorrow morning, it's already going to be at 998 millibars, and that's for Flossie, if I'm pronouncing that right still. And then Flossie is going to be at 987. Oh, let's go to tomorrow afternoon. So tomorrow evening, Flossie's at 990, so likely hurricane strength, and then it'll weaken. The low pressure system will weaken, then it'll strengthen again. It's at 987 Thursday, real early Thursday morning. Then it kind of it even weakens, and then strengthens according to the GFS model. It's at 989 on this is Friday, August 2nd. in the morning. It's at 989 millibars. This is for Flossie, and then we can see this continues, maybe even being a hurricane still Saturday evening. Now we're gonna switch regions, and we're going to go over to look at Hawaii. So this is for Sunday. You can see we have Hawaii. Hawaii is right there. Circle in case if you guys can't see it. It's right there in that mess. So we can see this is very early Friday morning. We can see this is Erick right there at 995, likely a Category 1 hurricane, maybe even a lower end Cat 2, probably not though. And it will still be at 1,000 millibars Friday afternoon, right to the south of Hawaii. You can see it's bringing even some rainfall to the Big Island and even a few other islands, but you can see it's still bringing rainfall to Hawaii early Saturday morning. Some of this could be potentially heavy. It's at 1,003. But you can see Hawaii is not going to experience a ton of winds, likely. We can see, they probably won't be experiencing very strong wind speeds. But then here we have Flossie at 994 Saturday morning, and that is going to still be at 999 Monday. So this thing's going to could potentially be a hurricane for over a week. You can see that thing is going straight towards Hawaii at 999. Then it goes to 1,002, 1,006, and it just starts weakening right before it hits, goes right into the north of the Big Island of Hawaii. You can see Wednesday morning the low pressure system is right there. So you can see how this thing smacks into Hawaii, and it'll likely bring the system into a system and get caught by a high pressure system and get taken away, but it'll bring some rain according to Flossie will also bring some rain to a few of the other islands. So we have two potential storms that could impact Hawaii right now, but now let's go take a look at the icon model. This is going to be a long video. I am sorry about that because we still have another tropical system to look at, and that's in the Atlantic close to the Caribbean, but why did I just do this? Oh, I know. Okay, let's go back to Eastern Pacific. This we're going to look at the icon model. We're going to look at it quickly. We don't have much time, but let's go. So we're going to do it very fast. But so this is that's another storm right there. But we can see this is Erick. That's Flossie. You can see we'll cover Erick in a second. Flossie says, or according to the icon, it says it's going to get down to about 993 millibars and 15 Z on Friday, which is Friday. Some in the morning hours, but then we can see it even says there's going to be another system after Flossie that could potentially form into a tropical system, though not likely. But let's go to the Central Pacific. Sorry, I'm changing regions a lot. And the icon model does not really go out past August 6th, but we can see it says that Erick, which can get down to 989, 987. Now likely happen to occur on Thursday. It's going to go right to the south of the Big Island, and that's going to bring a lot of heavy rain to the islands of Hawaii, especially real early Saturday morning. You can even see it's bringing some winds to the Big Island, even some rain. It's at 1,005, so it could be a tropical depression. It could be a tropical storm. I'll have to keep an eye. But Flossie's at 991 still, but this is as far as we can. No, it's not. Okay, I don't know why I was doing that. You can see there goes Erick right there. And there's Flossie, and then there's another low pressure system going towards Hawaii too. After that, this one could not may not be a hurricane, but this thing could bring some more rain. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But there's anything that comes off like by Mexico at this time of year. Is why most of these storms happen in the Pacific, but kind of like the Atlantic in August and September, that the African waves that come off in. Now we're going to talk about in the Caribbean Sea. So you can see like Puerto Rico's right there. Just to show you guys where this is. Our low pressure system is right there. Right now, this is a system that's going to move up here and go potentially strengthen into something you can see now, which right now is just bringing some clouds and some rain to this area, the Caribbean and the Atlantic oceans. But in the Atlantic Ocean, we can see some pretty good storms over Puerto Rico, pretty tall ones. The center of the low pressure is about right there. This is going to likely move this way. It's not going to strengthen. It's not going to be a tropical storm right here, probably. We're going to take a look at this forecast, then we're going to end the video. But excuse me. You can see it's right there where I said it was, but it's going to move through in between Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic. I'm pretty sure it is. I still don't know my islands, but and it's going to move over by Florida. And this has it has a 10% chance in the next 5 days of forming, but if it does form, it may not even be in the next 5 days. It may be in like the next 7 days. So that's why it may not have a higher chance of forming. But confidence is why this thing does not really have a good chance of forming right now. You can see it's going to likely form in this area, and it could get taken along the coast. It could go into the coast. It could if it does form here, it's going to likely take two paths. Kind of like this. A few of these pass right into the coast, or it's going to likely go around. I think it's going to probably ride the coast if it does, but it does form into something, or even if it doesn't. But that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe, and what else? And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment and tell me if I need to improve my video quality, and peace.